You are now listening live to the sounds of BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio, powered by Nick G Music. This is the Collective Minds Network broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. It is I, Nikolai Vicente Bayel Amar Maya Jamal Munra. And just know it's a slippery slope when you're messing with that dope. You got to know where the brown envelopes go. Peace and love, peace and love. And be safe out there on that road. And stay dangerous. Nick G Music, out now on all streaming platforms. Nick G Music, we worldwide.
I paid the price, now I'm living large. In this life of hustle, I'm taking charge. Learn the game, gotta play it right. From the darkness I emerge to the light. No time for games. This is my stage. With every step, I break the cage. I'm a boss, yeah, I paid the cost. In the game of life, never coming up lost. With the heart of a lion, I roar and I fight. This dirty south shining so bright. They say it's tough, but I rise above. Endless struggles, but I found my love. For the grind, for the hustle, can't sit and bleed. With every setback, I'm planting the seed. I'm living proof. Listen to my voice. In this life, we make our choice. I'm a boss, yeah, I paid the cost. In the game of life, never coming up lost. With the heart of a lion, I roar and I fight. And this dirty south shining so bright. So live on the name, our life above. Take the cost, all my burgers lined up.
Welcome one, welcome all. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened?
So remember the name, I'll rise above. Paid the cost, found my purpose, my love.
You are now listening live to the sounds of BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio, powered by Nick G Music. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? I travel from the west to the east, for I am a free traveler. I enter to this world through the south gate, and I in turn rise up to the north gate. You must have spirit over the matter, not matter over the spirit. You must learn how to turn lead into the gold. You must feel the destiny of your soul, for which you came to incarnate on this 3D plane so you can experience and transmutate the information. Information is currency. Information will change your life. Know thyself Be thyself. If you don't know who you are, well then you damn sure don't know where you going. Your name is your aim. If you don't understand these principles, you will miss the mark. And that's when you begin to sin. Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Well, tell a friend, tell a friend. We live right now inside the Collective Minds Network, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. This is episode 1, take 33 of I Am Country, but I damn sure ain't country slow. I represent that third coast, Gulf Coast. I-10 hauler from Houston to Florida. I'm a baller, champion, 5A certified. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solutions. We're always here to help. This episode is brought to you by I Am Solutions, a multi-services consulting firm specializing in esoteric teaching, wisdom and mindset, and spiritual awakening. Backed with insight from world-renowned scholars, psychologists, and psychiatrists. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We're always here to help. I'm not here to preach. We just here to teach each one and reach the olive branch so we lend with an open palm hand, white glove. We do this for the love because if you want to be a leader, you must first conquer the levels of the stewardship. You must do your service for the community. Once again, if you knew, I must be upfront and frank. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is for monetary gain. I am a brand, and I stand on the square, and I sit on the right-hand side of God, and I cast my net on the right-hand side of the boat. Once again, it's a slippery slope when you messing with that dope. You got to know where the brown envelopes go. Peace and love, peace and love. And be safe out there on that road and stay dangerous. If you stop right now to be nosy, to understand, to grow, to learn, well, you in the right room. So pull up a seat as I spin these tunes live on BNETT Radio, Black Net Radio, powered by Nick G Music.
I'm a woman, a mother. I stand proud and tall. Built a life on my own. I never asked for a fall. With my kids by my side, we rise through the storm in this world of our own. We've created our norm. I'm a diamond in the rough, can't you see? This journey I'm on is for you and me. I'm not just a woman, I'm the key to your heart. With a love so real, we will never drift apart. I'm a package deal, it's you and me through the years. Take my hand, let's conquer our fears. Seems like hearts are callous, they've hardened with time. But I know my worth, like a sweet nursery rhyme. Together we're stronger, let's break down the walls. I come ready-made, ready to answer the calls. This love's a treasure, take it or leave, but understand it's the truth. I'm not just a woman, I'm the key to your heart. With a love so real, we will never drift apart. I'm a package deal, it's you and me through the years. Take my hand, let's conquer our fears. So here's my heart.
G Music package deal out now on all streaming platforms. Catch BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio, the Collective Minds Network in your RSS feed, in your RSS feed, like Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Music. We worldwide. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude for each every one of you that entered this room to give me your 10% to pay your tithe, the time of your dime. 10%. I'm not here panhandling. I'm not here begging. Everybody know the proper engagement, the etiquette of proper engagement. Other than that, if you window shopping, which I know you window shopping, peeping in, so your handle don't register in the room, just know I know it's you that been trying to report and slow down the fuse of the awakening. That's why it's a revival of the wisdom. You must unlearn to relearn everything you've been taught. You must program your own self, set your own mind, form your own mindset. That's why we have the term, the phrase, mindset. You must tune your own piano. You must string up your own guitar. That's why I have 5 strings for your bands of your jeans, so you can pluck and pick the correct note, so you can twist your double helix in the right direction of clockwise, so you can stand in the harmony and balance of the hierarchy of the universal law, which stands absolute as is. There, you just have to do a line. You just have to align. I'm not here to appease to anyone ego, and I will repeat it again. I don't need to know you. You need to know me. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. I'm the truth, the light, the way. I have the solution, the formula, the keys to the 3 to 6 to 9. For I am divine. Elevated greatness. You too are greatness. You too have the gift. I have the gift. And if you here right now and you listening, that means everything correlates from the thoughts of your past to now. And you must own it. You fighting against yourself where you can continue to sabotage, self-sabotage. That's the premise of majority of society problem. You self-sabotaging because you're not paying attention. You want something handed to you. Well, if you continue to accept anything handed to you, well, of course, you're going to be in a disaster, a roller coaster. It's going to be some ups and downs, some woe is me's. You're going to have the blues. I pity the fool that break the rules that be golden. Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Well, tell a friend, tell a friend. Come get this work. Come get this work. I'm going to teach you something, learn you something. You going to learn today. If you're talking while I'm talking, that's a sign of disrespect. That means you going to fuck around and cause a wreck. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen twice as much as you speak. And everybody should know by now. Talk is motherfucking cheap. Welcome one, welcome all. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? You must raise your vibration. Take control. Become the observer. Once again, I'm not telling you nothing new up under the sun. And you should know that reading is fun, the mental. All is mine. Everything is mine. They teach you of the electromagnetic field, but they don't teach you about the mind field, the thought field. Because everything that's for you going to be for you. It's going to keep on circling until you are ready. Once again, we could take a horse to the well, but we can't make them drink. We can't make them think. You must begin to look in the mirror. Face the man, woman in the mirror. Detach from the fears. You have to start to live in your authenticity. You have to go back. That's why you must unlearn to go back to when you came into this plane, this planet Earth, or the plane of inertia. You must understand the three aspects. That's why it's 33. 33 degrees. One say there's only 32 degrees, there's not 33. Well, once again, he that thinks they know everything is a fool. And when you begin to argue with a fool, now we have two fools. Do you get it? Because you are the first degree. So you walk the path to the 32 to ascertain the 33. That's why Jesus died at 33. Because of your 33 vertebrae. You must have death before you are reborn. You can't be reborn, then have the death. You have to end the cycle of the 5. G5G, that word I want to be G5G. It's right in your face. That's why I get to say this today. Like I've been saying since 2008 to up to date. You can do the math. I've been on this path, and it's a never-ending journey. I'm still learning. If you not learning, then you damn sure ain't earning. You lost in the sauce. But I will tell you the truth. It paid a cost to be the boss. And I done did what I needed to do. That's why I'm here live in this room. Evil is to live. Live is to be evil. That's why we going LIVE in the box of Saturn, Satan. Saturn is Satan, the Lord of the Rings, the Elohim, Father Time, the Grim Reaper. Everybody come through Saturn to touch down. That's why you have a date of a gate recorded on the sign timeline. That's why all roads lead to Rome. That's why you have salvation, because they savaged the placenta after you docked, after your mother gave birth, delivered the male at the dock, and then was tricked to sign the manifest. Once again, I'm just connecting the dots. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? For he or she that walk with 2 eyes, for surely he or she shall burn in the depths in the hell of fire. But for he or she that walk with a single eye, for thine body shall be filled with light. All kinfolk, all skinfolk ain't kinfolk. A lot of people walk around with a lamp, but your lamp is empty. Because you ain't understood and found out that you got to rub the genie in the lamp down low to fill the lamp that's up high. You got to get these gases to combust, to bring forth the spark, similar to the Luciferian process of the lightning bug. Once again, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I walked this way before I could talk this. And you don't hear me like the others, claiming to be no sensei, no master. Pay attention. There's no master or sensei that don't have control over their emotions. And if you go into a room of a master, a sensei, somebody that claims to be advisory of the spiritual, and they don't have control of their emotions, they can't tell you a damn thing. They can't tell you a damn thing. I'm trying to tell you. You got to start paying attention to your 360 degree before somebody start paying your ass some attention. You understand me? Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Well, tell a friend, tell a friend. We live right now inside the Collective Minds Network, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. It is I, Nikolai Vincente Bayel Ahmad Mahajamala Munra. Artists, shout out to my artists. Shout out to those that joined the Artist Fund that been compounding interest since 2008 to up to date. I've been CTN. I've been corporate thugging way before you heard of Young Jeezy Trap or Die. I'm that guy. Once again, I don't need to know you. You need to know me. Allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. But those that join the Artist Fund, you see the numbers, you getting your 2%. If you registered to the PROs, example BMI, ASCAP, where you already will get your mechanical royalties and your streaming royalties for the uses of your music. For BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio has our ASCAP play music license. That's why if you join the Artist Fund, you want to inquire about the Artist Fund, Nick G Music 251 at gmail.com. Nick G Music 251 at gmail.com. If you want to inquire about the Artist Fund, join the Artist Fund. When you get your other 2%, that means you done double down on your sound, your intellectual property of this sound that is recorded and scanned and broadcast to a vast base of people around the globe. Every 3 months, you draw just like your every 3 months from your PRO when you join the Artist Fund. You get a penny for every view. You can do a math. So every time your song get played, you get paid. Right here live on BNEWT Radio, BlackNet Radio, powered by Nick G Music.
Claim my soul. When they all did it, they felt like they were whole. But now I'm the villain in a story so old. I'm a man of my word, and my truth's worth more than gold. I've learned my lessons, I'm wise from the pain. Emotional strength, I embrace every grade. I bet on me, never backing down. Count on me, I'll wear that crown. No attachments holding, I'm free as the breeze. I'm made in the image I do believe. Oh, then with ease. I'd rather be hated for the real that I bring than love for a shadow that fate might sing. Preparation's my weapon, gotta give it my all. I will stand the storms, I'm destined to stand tall. Time's testing me, yet I still rise and shine.
ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I walked this way before I can walk this. Shout out to the chat. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? You must walk the narrow road between the pillars and climb the ladder of Jacob into the east side. We moving on up to the east side. I finally got a piece of the pie. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Catch us in the RSS feed. Catch us in the RSS feed like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, iTunes. We worldwide. Nick G Music, we worldwide. Shout out to the supporters since 2008 up to date. You could do the math. I walked this way before I could talk this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And understand me. I don't work with the people. So I don't want to join your communities. I don't want to join your groups. You have no substance for me. I'm not going to lower myself. I'm not going to turn off my light for anybody. Insecurities. You already know they have the insecurities when the name handle into the room. They already done passed judgment. Then when I speak, because I walked this way before I could talk this, they know I stand on it, stand firm on it. That's why it's G, I, Mo, the seventh letter and the G force. The I, the ninth letter, the all-seeing of the conscious. 9 to the ninth power of 9 gets infinity. They know I can crack everything they have in their structure, but I am humble, modest, so I wish them all well because failure is not an option. Over here, we will prevail. I don't work with the people. I work for the people. I'm a trailblazer. I'm a pioneer. I turn on and off because you got to have the balance. If you don't have the balance, you are not on beat. And you ain't going to be able to pat your feet and kick up the dust and bring forth the peace out of the chaos, the calm of the storm. Every day you're going to continue to feel the bomb of your own home. Once again, all is mine. You got to take control of your own mind. You can't control the thoughts, but you can control the attention you give the thoughts. Once again, they teach you about the electromagnetic field, but they don't teach you about the thought field. They don't teach you. That's why you got to understand how to bring forth the colors of the Merkaba. So you learn how to untie the bow tie. That's why you have bow ties. And you got to be able to untie the bow tie so you can flip the cones of the triangle. Because there are 6 sides, 6 points, which is 6 triangles. To spin the 666. I am the beast. You are too. You just don't know it. Because you're giving your power away outside of you. And let me once again, I'm not telling you nothing new up under the sun. And all y'all should know by now, reading is fun. The mental. It ain't about what you read, it's how you read. You got to read between the lines. That's why you got to take a hold of your mind. Health is wealth. So you must control your mental health. Tune your piano. Once you stop absorbing, attaching to things, things can flow. Once again, you got to flow with the automatic actual factual of the expanding source of the all. If you go against it, that's why you got your troubles. That's why you lacking. And then you using the word I want, I need. Well, you done already told your subconscious and your universe that you are in a state of lack. Well, guess what? This is what you finna see. Lack. That's why you got to understand the derivative, the root word of where this language, virgin language, baby language, English come from. It was written on purpose for the code, for the codex, for the inscriptors. So if you don't understand the Latin, well, then you ain't gonna know that you are the logos, that you are the 801. Once again, we not woke. That's living in past tense. We are awake. We are great. I don't have to tell you this. You can tell it to yourself. Look at the name. I am that I am. Psychostatic written for you to tell yourself. Once again, you see we ain't panhandling. We ain't here begging like the rest of TikTok. The rest of TT, we ain't panhandling. Because your time is your dime. Your 10% of your tithes, which is your conscience. That's why they tell you you only use 10% of your brain because the other 90% is your subconscious doing everything for you. That's why you got to give 10% of your tithe so you can get into your subconscious and program your own self, sail your own boat, control your avatar, so you can travel afar to the 4 points, 4 corners, through the 7 seas. You are your own worst enemy. You are the Antichrist because you don't want to raise up your vibration, to raise your cosmic fire. And once again, no offense to no one, I've been doing this for over 17 years. And practice make perfect since 2008. My eye been open. And I ain't joking. I ain't hoping. I ain't believing. I don't have a belief. I'm not for or against. I keep the center and spin the wheel of the fortune, the wheel of fortune. I'm not a rookie. And I don't eat on no goddamn cookies. Once again, if you're talking while I'm talking, it's a sign of disrespect. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you can listen twice as much as you speak. If you don't know by now, well, you finna find out. Talk is motherfucking cheap. Because I walked this way before I could talk this. But I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude for each one of you who took time out your schedule, brought me into your house, your car, your living room to hear these thoughts of connecting the dots. Because knowledge isn't power without the application. Knowledge, the lesson, wisdom, the applied lesson. You can't be scared to fail. You can't be scared to lose face because you can save your own face. And let me put this out here right now. Yes, everybody followed the leader. That's how they got the word. Face card broadcasted. Then you got our sisters, our beautiful sisters. Some of the guys, but our beautiful sisters out here. Where your face card don't decline. Your face card don't decline. Let me break down face card. When you actually have a face card, you don't never need your bank card. Let me repeat it for the slow people in the back. When you actually have a face card, you don't never need your bank card. Balls. Because your face card is declining every day from the toxicity that you projecting your mind to and that you subjected to. So yes, your face card is declining. It's okay. It's okay to feel you are beautiful. It's okay to have the confidence. But I'm going to let a lot of y'all know. And this said with heart, from the heart with love. Once again, stop trying to get attention and start paying attention. A lot of y'all want to be seen. And you don't understand that you got a face made for radio. Do you get that? You got a face made for radio. Stop trying to get attention and start paying attention. But once again, I ain't here to please nobody's ego. I ain't here to try to convince you or nothing. Once again, I ain't put down no God. I ain't put down no religion or nothing. I'm not for or against. I sell law and master. Knowledge, order, rhythm, astrology, astronomy, nature. Hey, the Helios Biblis. Hey, he who knows one book knows none. He who knows one book knows none. There's no religion higher than the truth, and there's no truth higher than you. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. This is episode 1, take 33 of I Am Country, but I damn sure ain't country slow. I represent that Gulf Coast, that third coast. I-10 hauler from Houston to Florida. I'm a baller, champion, 5A certified. I'm a Bama boy down at the bottom where the beginning of the world that spread it. And when you listen to them people talk about Alabama, well, I can tell you what, they ain't live like me. They ain't live like me. I come from a small town, 2 of them. They ain't live like me because we was in control. These people lying to you in the high market and in the low market. What's the low market? The black market. We running shit from where I'm from, straight out of Bama. Birmingham, Alabama. Atmore, Alabama. And don't let the Atmore go over your head. Right down there where the Wind Creek Casino and Reservation, Muskogee Porch Creek Reservation. This part of the episode is brought to you by Alabama Cherokee Creek, Flower Puffs, High Grade, AAA Plus. Get acquainted with the spirit of the flowers today. For your free samples, contact Indian Spirits 251mcn@gmail.com. Indian Spirits 251mcn@gmail.com. Alabama Cherokee Creek, Flower Puffs, High Grade, AAA Plus. Become acquainted with the spirit of the flowers today. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. You are now listening live to the sounds of BNet Radio.
I'm the real McCoy. Time to do your homework. In the game of life, your emotions can get hurt. Whatever path you take, know I'm right be your side. Armed with the truth, I'm ready for the ride. Explore the depths, don't judge my face. From the mind control, rise above the noise. We are the dreamers, here to claim our voice. Guard your spirit, let it soar like the dove. In this journey of life, choose the path of love.
And we live right now inside the Collective Minds Network. Welcome one, welcome all. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? Everywhere I plant my 2 feet is holy ground because thine body is the temple. It's just that simple. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the people in the room. You've been doomed because you've been domed. Trapped up under the firmament. And if you ain't discovered by now, firmament, firm, hard, steel, stone, cannot move. Mint, M-E-N-T, refers to the mind, firmament. Your firmament is from the top of your head to the bottom of your chin, my friend. Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Boy, you are the universe, and you don't even know it because you looking outside of yourself. The gate to Zion is the 3 wise men, which is the hypothalamus, the pituitary, and the pineal. The Ark of the Covenant lies in Golgotha, the place in the skull, the land of milk and honey, where Joseph and Mary commence commerce. To commence commerce is to marry. It's to marry. You got to understand these terms that they placing in front of you because they can tell you a lie, but they have to tell you the truth. That's why everything's are in symbols, sigils. This is the scripts of your nature, the manual scripts. Y'all are taking it literal. But I'm not here to change you, sway you. I'm just connecting the dots, give you some touch points for you to see clear so you can walk and live without fear. Once again, I don't walk this way before I've been able to talk this. I ain't new to this, I'm true to this. Yes, you got some other people out there doing some of the similar things. But once again, we're not the same. There's no 2 snowflakes alike. There's nothing other than me. Often, often, often imitated, but never duplicated. That's how we get these terms from the Latin. Shout out to the chat. Lucifer, Lucifer, the light bringer, the light bringer. Lucy. These things are Latin once again. English is babyfied version. And I want to just throw out there again. Her well. Rearrange Hebrew. Rearrange Hebrew. And you will find her well. There's nothing special about it. But hey, I ain't telling you. You can attach to it if you want. It's 10 spears, 1 depth, and 22 pathways, 22 names. Your name is your aim because your name is your way. All the names in all the books are pathways, and you can choose. If it don't align with your future, you don't have to wear those shoes. You have the will, the free will to do so. That's why if anybody telling you lean not into your own understanding, if anybody telling you to lean not into your understanding, I ain't telling y'all to hurt nobody. I ain't telling you to cause no harm. But you need to get them motherfuckers from around you because that's a terroristic threat. This is Code Orange. This is a terroristic threat. Once again, I ain't telling you need to do any harm to these people. But if anybody tell you to lean not into your own understanding, they're trying to take you for everything you got. That mean you know earthly good. And this goes from your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, etc., etc. Why you call yourself got anxiety? Why you call yourself got depression? There's no such thing as depression. There's no such thing as anxiety. Anxiety is the people around you that's no good. And your body try to tell you, you need to move around. Because these motherfuckers up to no good. They got ill will, ill intention. That's why you feeling discombobulated. Because they playing with your electromagnetic field. Because you don't know you got the light. You don't know you special. You don't know you great. Now somebody can project on your mind. Oh, that's just anxiety. You need to go take a pill. But now you keep continuing to take a pill because sooner you feel disarray when somebody bad getting around you. Oh, I need to go take my pill. My anxiety kicking in. God, use a goddamn fool. Shout out to Mr. T. I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Square business. Square business. Square business. I travel from the west to the east. I'm a free traveler. Your understanding, it's not for me. My understanding, it's not for you. That's where people get it misconfused, misconstrued, thinking everybody supposed to be on the same level of understanding because the truth is only true to you. That's why it's subjective until it become objective through the analyzation of the data, of the statistic, of the pattern, which is the real true love language. So you can see clear with no fear and stand on business. All this rhetoric that's being spewed, once again, I ain't here to debate you. I ain't here to debunk you. I'm just connecting the dots. And if it resonates, then let it marinate. If it don't apply, well, let it fly. I ain't here to fight the power with you. I ain't here to be a part of your community. I'm a part of no community. Only me, myself and I, the we, the I in the team. Huh? Because it's invisible. You have an invisible and a visible. That's why we all are individuals. Individual. Two people are inner outer. That's above, so below. That's within, so without. So the universe, so the soul. You got to understand the law of correspondence. If you ain't getting this down packed, the law of correspondence, where you going to continue to repeat the cycle and continue to go deeper and deeper in a hole. Be stagnated. Don't confuse movement with motion. Don't confuse movement with motion. You must row your boat gently and merrily, not down, but up the stream. Life is all a dream, a stream of streams. Tell a friend, tell a friend. We live right now inside the Collective Minds Network, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? Catch us out on the RSS feed. Catch us out on the RSS feed, like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, iTunes, Nick G Music. We worldwide. I stand on a square, 2965, 922 Am Street, Swastika, the perfect beam of the 17273747, the 282810, which is the binary code of the woman and the man. We're in the age of the golden, the age of the 10, the age of the code that we all have inside of us. You have to master it. You the master of your own abilities. Once again, this episode is brought to you by I Am Solutions, a multi-services consulting firm specializing in esoteric teachings, wisdom and mindset, and spiritual awakening. Backed with insight from world-renowned scholars, world-renowned scholars, psychologists, and psychiatrists. Allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. If you feel you having a mental crisis, if you feel you having a nervous breakdown, and you feel like you need someone to talk to other than somebody gonna judge you and put you even down, text 225-368-9531. Text 225-368-9531. Once again, I am solutions. We're always here to help. If you just need to vent, it's available 24 hours for the FREE. Once again, we're not new to this. We're true to this. We've been doing this since 2008 up to date. I'm still learning. If you're not learning, well, I'm telling you like this, your damn show ain't earning. And once again, I'll repeat and be upfront and frank. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is for monetary gain. This is a brand. And I'm collecting all nickels and dimes. And I ain't looking for the end of the rainbow because I tote the pot of gold. You got to turn your lead back into the gold. You got to stand on your square upright. If you don't get this information and get an understanding how to apply it to your life, see, mass of the people that you go through in the rooms of the TT regurgitating, and they ain't applied a damn thing. How you know? You know because you study. How do we know? We study. It's all in their action. People can tell you sweet nothing. You got to pay attention to the vibration. It's going to tell you everything they doing. Once again, that's why I tell them, I don't need to join your communities. In my eye, and I did say my eye, you are behind in time. I'm not going to drop down to meet you. You have to step up to meet me where I am at. I am that I am. I am the truth, the light, the way. I have the solution, the formula, the keys to the 3 to 6 to 9. For I am divine, elevated, greatness. You are too. You just don't know it. Once again, we not here to preach. We just here to teach each one and reach past the olive branch. Once again, I'm an open palm, white glove, free traveler. You got to have the best of the olive oil to fill your lamp so it can burn bright. Because we come here to this plane of 3D to experience this physical matter. Spirit failed to matter, so matter can breathe spirit. We came in at an angle of 9 slit between the olive and the pyramid. That's why you don't hear me all fantasizing. Oh, they got the pyramids over here. Oh, I didn't know there was mountains over here. Man, they have those pyramids, those mounds, because they came from without a you. That's why, once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. It's okay to honor our ancestors, to honor the past. Yes, pay homage, but you in the now. You got to honor you in the now so you can go forward, so you can go onward and upward, so you can buzz into the light years with no fears and climb the tiers. It's levels to this, and you got to walk it. Once again, you can take a horse to the well, but you can't make them drink. You can't make them think. I'm just here connecting the dots. I'm sharing the history of the mysteries. History, his story, mystery, my story, which all came from her story, her glory. She that wears the robe of Ruth, the Moabitess, Black Widow, the Black Madonna, the Lilith, the Sophia. You must understand the Donna is the source. The Donna is the Saurus, the Donnosaurus Rex, the return of the X Men, the X mind. Once again, you have to learn Latin. MENZ, men's, referred to mind. That's why Jesus was a fisherman, fishermen. That's why he cast his net on the right hand of the boat. The boat is your body. The right hand, the right hemisphere, your net, your perception. You have to expand your perception and go deep down the rabbit hole to find the best of the mind so you can formulate and bring forth the formula to have the moolah formula. You have to stop being scared. You have to step out the ordinary. Once again, if you don't know what I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of room on the top floor, but everybody ain't going to go. So you're going to have to be comfortable with cutting some people off. If you want to succeed, if you want to fulfill your dreams, you're going to have to cut some people off. You got baggage. That's like the hot air balloon. They drop the sandbags to take off the baggage so it can keep going up. Get away from around those that pulls you back down. Get away from those that don't want to see you doing good, doing better, want to keep you to the old you. Once again, this is a terroristic threat. And I'm saying it like this because this is how you should be taking this. This is life or death. You killing your own self. 23 looking like you're 50. Ain't no way. Because you don't understand what's going on. Humble yourself and listen. Pay attention. Isolate. Have solitude. Jesus rose on the third day is implying 3 days of fasting, 3 days of meditation, isolation, turning off all thought. He said, take no thought 5 times for the 5 senses. Do away with all of it. Be still. Because what lies is already there. You just have to align. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. And once again, I ain't claim to be no sensei, no spiritual advisor, no master of nothing. I ain't talked about down on God or whatever y'all want to have. All I know, your heart is your earth. Rearrange the word heart, you get earth. 72 hours is 3 days. Then you roll. 72, that's the 9. 72 is talking about the eyebrow, the dot between the eyebrow. Because once you raise up your kundalini, your cosmic fire, you open up your other 72 demons, daemons. 3 days and 72 hours, 72 Horuses. Then you get into another 40 legions. And each legion have another 10,000. There are many facets of you. That's why you are part of the fractal. That's why you bring yourself up from your heel, your hail, your feet, up onto the earth, your heart. That's why Noah built the ark, the best of the wood, and closed the doors with 2 of everything. Once again, you are individual. 2. That's why squares are divided by 2 to get the multiples. Cleanse your heart. 40 days, 40 nights. Still referring to isolation, initiation, clarity, cleansing, finding your center. Once again, they ain't telling you nothing new up under the sun. And you should know by now. Reading is fun. They're mental. If you talking while I'm talking, that's a sign of disrespect. You can fuck around and cause a wreck. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen twice as much as you speak. And if you don't know by now, talk is motherfucking cheap. Thank you all. Welcome one, welcome all. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It's going down in this day, in this moment, and you should own it. I thank you for your 10%. I thank you for paying your tithe. Coming here with the piece of your dime, which is your mind. And you should control it. You should get in tune. Tune your own piano. So you can attract and stop chasing. So you can know and stop believing. Once again, you have a LIE and believe or belief for a reason. Because you don't know. You don't know.
When the sun shines down, it's a glorious day. No worries in my mind, just let's sway. Family and friends gather round with a cheer. Tonight we celebrate, the weekend is here. Holla, holla, can you feel the beat? I feel good, oh, I feel good all over. Time to party now, it's a night to discover. Backyard vibes, good food, friends in the mix. Let the music play, come dance to the fix. Grills are smoking, drinks flowing like the wine. Dance floors ready, the stars all aligned. Feel the rhythm, let the music take control. Just got paid, it's time to let our hearts roll. Love and peace, we'll dance till dawn. I feel good, oh, I feel good all over. Time to party now, it's a night to discover. Backyard vibes, good food, friends in the mix. Let the music play, come dance to the fix. Under the stars, let's savor this night. I feel good, come on, let's shine so bright.
You are now listening live to the sounds of BNet Radio, Blacknet Radio, powered by Nick G Music. Catch us in the RSS feed, the RSS feed, like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Nick G Music, we worldwide. Shout out to the artists. When you get played, you get paid. Right here live on BNet Radio, Blacknet Radio. They ask, how do they get paid? How do they get paid? Because we have our ASCAP Play Music License. ASCAP Play Music License. Once again, I'm here to help. And if you're trying to sit up on the top shelf, just know it's a lot of room on the top floor, but everybody can't go. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the people that enter the room. If you dare to be enlightened, you must dive in to meet your high twin. To change anything, in your realm. You must first change it in your mind. And once you have your mind set and made up, now you can bring your mind down to your heart and have your balance. And have your balance. Without it, you're going to be fighting against yourself all the time. Day in, day out. You got to have balance. Nothing is perfect in the physical. 99.99%. You got to have 1% for the error. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall. Once again, I thank you for the time of your dime. I walked this way before I've been able to talk this. If you're trying to get in alignment, you need to find a tribe. You need to find your tribe. And how do you find your tribe? Your vibe attracts your tribe. You have to raise your vibration so you can spin the electrodes and be the magician that you are. We all are magicians. We all are the magi. We all have the magic. But you just ain't learned how to use the wand of the tongue, the beginning of the words, which is the sword that you can chop heads all with, stepping left foot forward in peace and love. Love is what it is. Gangster. You got to return. So you must unlearn. So you can go forward. Take 2 back to take 3 forward. You do the math. Once again, your name is your aim. Your name is your way. Anytime you see a name, it's a way, a path. You don't have to fill them shoes. You fill the shoes that aligns with your purpose, aligns with your future. Just like choosing a partner, you pick a woman or a man that aligns with your future. And you got to pay attention to the patterns. That's real love language. Talk is cheap. So you pay attention to the patterns, the actions. You want to be able to calm yourself in any situation. I didn't get here overnight, but that's old news because I'm here now. Once again, I'm not here to be nobody's friend. I'm not here to join nobody's communities. I don't fall to the order of nobody that's on this platform that was given for free. This TT was given for free because you are the product. And it got y'all emotional. It got y'all growing old, aging every day. Because you don't know how to use the tool. Just like the dollar, the tool. You're all confused. But a great man I heard say, shout out to Brother Sidney, how can you be a part of something with someone when everyone is emotional? When I heard someone else was thinking or saying the same, I say, that's why I've been saying it the whole time. I don't work with people. I work for the people. Trailblazer, pioneer. Because I walked this way before I was able to talk. And we can lead a horse to the well, but you can't make them drink. You can't make them think. So no matter what you do, you're going to run yourself blue in the face trying to keep explaining something to somebody that ain't trying to receive the message. It ain't for them. You plant the seed and you keep going. You done did your part. That's how I know the people that are called themselves teaching, awakening, being an advisor of the spiritual. They still ain't came in terms with their heart so it can weigh light as a feather. But I wish them all well. I wish you all well. Because we all have our journey. That's why my understanding is not for everybody. Your understanding is not for everybody. But if it resonates, let it marinate. If it don't apply, let it fly. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the room. I appreciate each and every one of you coming around. I see the light that lit up. People want to get in the box. Just know, let me be upfront and frank. If I allow you in the box of the cube to play the game of Satan, that's Saturn, the sacred Saturn, to get in the Kaaba with the rings of the Lord, just know this is not for entertainment purposes. This is for monetary gain. This is a brand. BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio, powered by Nick G Music. Inside the Collective Minds Network, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. Tell a friend, come get this work. You gonna get this work. I'm gonna teach you something, learn you something. You gonna learn today. Right here live. It is I, Nikolai Vincente Bayel, Ahmad Ma'ad Jamal Amun-Ra. I represent that Gulf Coast, Third Coast, I-10 Harlem from Houston to Florida. Champion, 5A certified, square business. Square business. Once again, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. Welcome one, welcome all. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Like, share, subscribe, comment at Nick G Music 251 on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, comment at Nick G Music 251 on YouTube. Nick G Music. We worldwide.
What kind of knowledge? The knowledge of self first, the knowledge of nature, the universe, the knowledge of God. That's the knowledge you seek and search for. Order, the order of the universe, or the 7 cosmic laws of the universe. Fixed, unchangeable, unbreakable. You can't break God's law. The law will break human. This is law. This is law. Except this wall is invisible, unchanging, limiting only in its effort to move towards perfection. Is the only limitation of universality. Inaccurate movement, inaccurate meaning, purpose, that is freedom. Not to do anything you want to do. As I heard one more say in Cleveland, oh, you can do whatever you want to do, huh? No, you can't. And the life of Tenelli Eel explains that clearly. The law of rhythm, or rhythm. I just got through reading a brief piece of Holtima's book on the great law. And he states that the law of polarity is the greatest of the laws, and it's not. It's interesting that he would draw that conclusion. The polarization of anything still has an opposite. Fire and coal are opposites. Hard and soft are opposites. Good and evil are opposites.
Message.
But without rhythm, they both are chaos. Without rhythm, there is no form, no shape. There is no order, no purpose, no exact moving towards completion. Rhythm makes for completion of things, purpose of things, form of things, definition, meaning, functionability. The underlying principle of all law is the law of rhythm. Astrology, the study of everything in a nutshell, from cosmos to ant. Astrology, astra, logos, the logic, the reasoning of the stars. Nature, from the ant to cosmos, is what the more studies. The conscious more. El divino, el moros, the divine more. The cultivated, cultured more. Studies Koran, Quran. He studies with the 52 pieces of tools, the 12 signs, the 9 planets, the 26 letters, the 5 seals, equals 52 pieces of tools. How many weeks of the month are there? Did I say that right? Did I say that again? How many weeks?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, when I spoke about look at the word Hebrew and you can rearrange and see her well, it was 22 letters. Then they added 4 more letters to get to 26. Hebrew and English is the same Semitic language. Stop attaching to things and study. To know is to study. Stop learning a little bitty piece of information and holding on to it with dear life and not continuing on. That's why you're stagnated. That's why most are failing. You got to see through the coup that is being paid on you daily. 12 signs, 9 planets, 26 letters, 5 seals. Your 5 senses, the 5, the star. You are a star. Sister, Mr., sinister, monster, because we came from the stars into the firmament. That's why you get the 26 letters of the alphabet. Once again, I'm just connecting the dots for you to walk your path. That's why I wish you well. Because we have compassion. We have empathy. But we damn sure have no sympathy for no one. Because you can lead a horse to a well. And you can't make them drink. You can't make them think. I'm laughing all the way to the bank with a fistful of dollars. Popping my collar. Don't be mad at me. Because I done did my homework. I done paid the cost to be the boss. So I ain't lost in the sauce no more. Because once I was blind, but now I see. Once I was lost, but now I'm found. And everywhere I plant my 2 feet is holy ground. For a dying body is the temple. You must dive in to meet your high twin.
Knowledge, the knowledge of self first, the knowledge of nature, the universe.
Quran, the self, the knowledge of the nature. Don't let these people fool you. That's why he who knows one book knows none.
Oh my.
Known for sharing what you love. No.
He who knows one book knows none.
Before you even open it up, it tells you what it's about. Holy old Bible. Testament, testamenti, or testamenti, the Latin. Testi body,
Message.
menti mind. Old body, old mind. New body, new mind. Before you even open it up, it tells you what it's about. Holy old Biblos, the book of light, the book of the sun, the book of fire, is what Holios means. Fire, light, and of course means power. The knowledge, again, of self. That which all arm, leg, arm, head creatures have in common.
Allah. Allah. When you hear the brothers, the Muslim brothers, which was transferred from the Muslim brothers, once again, he who knows one book knows none. He who knows one book knows none. To know is to study. So you hear them once again, I mentioned About the Kaaba stone that they go over there and they walk around. It's black with the 3 gold rings, representing Saturn, which is Satan. Because everybody come through, they know this. The higher uppers know this. The rabbis know this. He ain't nothing special. He's just somebody who knows. And to know is to study. But they under order. I'm under no oath of no secrets. That's why I'm white glove, open palm. I hand the branch of the olive to my fair brethren and sisters. But all law, Allah, that's all it stands for, all law. The 5, the nature, the star of you. That's the point. For those of you that slow like a tortoise in the minty mind. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's all of you. That's all of you. But it's written right there in your face. But it got you looking outside of yourself, being distracted. You got to stop being distracted. Once again, I ain't telling you nothing new up under the sun. And reading is fun. The mental. You got to pay attention to your 360 degree. Time 3 to formulate the 1080 degrees. Because you're a 9E, third being. The 9, the mother maker of matter. She that delivers the mail. That's why you have a handle, G-mail. The G-force is only feminine energy. It's only double Eki. And only the double Eki and the double Eki, the do Eki, can decide to transmute a Y or keep it the same. Go look for yourself. Once again, I ain't here to debate about nothing. I'm just connecting the dots. But if you dare to be enlightened, just know the road is narrow. And you must walk the narrow road between the 2 pillars to climb Jacob's ladder into the east side.
That's how we're going to get out of this mess. Not Islam over Christianity, not Christianity over Islam, not black folks killing off all white folks, not all white folks killing off. We ain't going to get out of it like that. We'll get out of it by knowledge. And it's going to take more than a week. Testament, tisti amenti, or tisti menti, the Latin. Tisti.
Just like I said, you got to start learning about your Latin derivatives, your root word, to see where these words came from. So you can understand the terminology, so you can get the understanding. If I got the understanding, you don't, get what? It ain't my fault. It's your fault you lost in the sauce. Because once again, we have no sympathy for nobody. I don't feel sorry for you. But I'm doing my just due. I'm doing my just due. My services for the community of the growth and development of the revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The evolution of the revolution will be broadcast. North, east, west, and south. Just know that. North, east, west, and south. You got to know this.
Of our humanity are the 12 glands that become either what we're trying to master in the first stages of our humanity are the 12 glands that become either the prisoners of our consciousness or the gates to our freedom. The problem of mastery is the problem of understanding the elements as a human being of which we have to deal with Monday through Sunday that are not going to go away. The first of those elements, as you see there are only 4, is fire. And the fire we're talking about is the fire in the blood. And the fire in your blood can kill you deader than a doornail by attacking your heart, by attacking your arteries, your vessels, your capillaries. your lymphatic system. With the rage of losing one's temper, one's temperature, one's fire can destroy your body. The other element is water. Your chemistry, all of it is water, including your blood. The chemistry that the secreting glands make, all 12 of these major glands are secretive glands. We have 7 ductless glands in the vertebrae that do not secrete a fluid. We're going to talk about those. But in terms of the general makeup of you, human being, you have 12 entrees of 12 different kinds of chemistry that keeps you hungry, craving, unfulfilled, unsatisfied. We have to deal with that every day. The earth, the other element, the muscles, the brain, the bones, the organs, is your earth elements that you must control. Insults, anyone that can pick at your ego and make you slap them, hit them, shoot them, is your master. It doesn't matter if the master is that big and has only a 4-letter or 4-word vocabulary. That little child becomes your master if he or she can force you to lose your temper. So you must learn to control your muscles, your brain, your organs. Because if you don't, you will poison yourself. The other element is air. Probably the major key, because without about 31 point something seconds of this here stuff here, you're through, buddy. So some can hold their breath a minute, but you ain't gonna last long without this. Air. If I can make you breathe hard and heavy, I can make you loosen and lose your mind. Because the breath and the imagination and the energy are interlaced. What makes the brain, the imagination race is the breathing. And the mind gets busy. It's coming. You see? Control your breathing and you can control your mind. Control your breathing and your mind, you can control your imagination. Control those 3 and you've mastered your mind. Lose control of either one of them and you're through. You've been mastered.
Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Repeat after me. I've gained control of my mind. Therefore, my emotions fall in place. I've gained control of my mind. Therefore, my emotions fall in place. I've gained control of my mind. Therefore, my emotions fall in place. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Abracadabra. You must understand the teachings and the lessons must be applied or it's useless. Once again, I walked this way before I've been able to talk this. So check me out on your RSS feed, your RSS feeds like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, iTunes, Nick G Music, We Worldwide. This is BNETT Radio, BlackNet Radio. You're inside the Collective Minds Network, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. This is episode 1, take 33 of I Am Country, but I damn sure ain't country slow. And just know, it's a slippery slope when you're messing with that dope. You got to know where the brown envelopes go. Peace and love, and be safe out there on that road and stay dangerous. Quick update for my artists that's listening in. Quick update for my artists that's inside the Artist Fund. If you want to inquire about the Artist Fund and join the Artist Fund to get your 2% ROI that you can help you touch the sky, contact nickgmusic251@gmail.com. nickgmusic251@gmail.com. We done touched close to 2,000 views. And once again, you get a penny a view. But if you already logged in to the PROs of BMI and ASCAP, where you already get your mechanical royalties, radio royalties, etc., etc., because we have our ASCAP play music license right here on BNet Radio, BlackNet Radio, powered by Nick G Music. And when you join the Artist Fund, you get to double down. Because we've been compounding interest since 2008 to up to date. You do the math. And you get it revolving every 3 months, every quarter. When you get paid right here on BNEWT Radio. 1.1 views as we speak. You could do the math. It's a penny a view that you, every time your song got played. So if you got played 3 times, so that means your song get 3 times the amount of the pay and the mechanical royalty. Once again, we not new to this. I'm true to this. I walked this way before I could talk this. I'm just doing my stewardship duties. I don't need to know you. You need to know me. That's why I tell them all, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? You must raise your vibration. You must rub the genie in the lamp. Like Brother Seaman Friel stated, you have to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, or through the nose. So you can keep your control. Now, as you learn to master this ability, you must begin to implement rubbing the genie in the lamp. And where's the genie in the lamp? In your solar plexus, your lower sacral chakra, in the genital area. As you learn how to breathe, you got to rub the genie in the lamp. Once again, no offense to no one. No offense to no one. You could get whatever beads you want to get. You could get 1,000,000 crystals. You could get 1,000 copper bracelets. But you ain't going to be able to open that portal to sit between the eyebrow to have that dot so you can cross the Red Sea. Do you understand me? Without rubbing the genie in the lamp. And then once you rub the genie in the lamp and you master your breathing, your mind to become the Lucy. That's why they made the movie Lucy, because it ascertained 100% of your mind. We talked about it before. You only using 10%. And you have to master your breathing. Sit still and rub the genie in the lamp. You have to master the bait and hold it so you can open the doors of the other houses. As above, so below. Once again, I ain't telling you nothing new up under the sun. I'm just connecting the dots. If you don't pay attention, somebody gonna pay your ass some attention. Square business. Square business. But I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative for each and every one of you stepping foot up in this room, giving me the dime of your time, bringing forth your tithes of your 10%, which is your conscience. Do you dare to be enlightened? Well, tell a friend, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. I'm gonna teach you something, learn you something. You gonna learn today.
So that means not just black people, that just means most people on this planet. That's why they talk about the elect. You see, the chosen, or I'm the chosen one, no, you are the chosen ones, or the chosen people, which is talking about a consciousness that can be across the planet
but very small in number. Very small in number, because most people are dead. But so my point again is because their consciousness is down here. Now, given that we're talking about basically traveling up these several systems, you see, so the serpent in the Garden of Eden was good. Go to Isaiah 45. Two things. It says, you go to, in the biblical aspect, the serpent is the first animal you see that's named that's basically is so-called evil. But they also say Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness.
You must get like Moses and be able to raise the serpent. When Moses went on top of the mountain and raised the serpent, he was rubbing the genie in the lamp. It's just that simple, bros, sisters. You got to be able to raise your cosmic fire. Twist the coral snakes. That's why you got the symbol outside the ambulance. They showing you. So Moses went to the mountain and he raised the snake. He controlled his mind, controlled his breathing. He found his center. Then he began to master the bait, to rub the genie in the lamp, to climb Mount Zion and stand on top, to walk the stairway to heaven, to climb the Jacob's ladder of your vertebrae, the 33. That's why it's you the first degree. Then it's 32 pathways of the 5. 3, 2 is 5 of the nature of you, the star. That's how you get the word start, because we began in the stars. Once again, I'm just connecting the dot. I travel from the west to the east. I'm an open palm white glove, G5G stepper, certified. I stand on a 2965. I'm the reflection of you, and those in the back. And it's a fact. All your thoughts of the past correlate now to the moment, and you must own it. Welcome one, welcome all. Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? Nick G Music, out now on all streaming platforms. Nick Generative Music, the generative principle. That's why it's G5G, the phi cycle, the beginning and never ending, the alpha and omega. It's alpha and omega because it begin and never end. That's why the snake, the serpent, bites his own tail to build the circle of the cycle. That's why you must stand in the center and spin the wheel of fortune. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And once again, I ain't told you nothing bad and talked about no God and told you this and that and all that rhetoric. That's for them other people. That was for them to debate about this, and that. I ain't here to argue with you. Because once again, when you argue with a fool, the story tells you begin to have two fools. So I ain't here to argue with you. I ain't here to please your ego. I ain't here to be your friend. But I am here to lend a hand, the branch of the olive. Because you all sit between the olive and the pyramid. You just don't know how to raise the holy grail, to hold the cup. You don't know how to fill your lamp. So if it resonates, let it marinate. If it don't apply, let it fly. The other day, I'm already knowing it was you that's outside the room, mad as me, that you can't do what I do like I'm doing. Because I applied it. You can hold and regurgitate, but once again, you listen to them, the tone of their vibration of their voice. They ain't walking it like they talking. They ain't being about it. Know thyself, be thyself. That's how you can see through. That's how you can gain your spirit vision. That's how you can stand in your square and think outside the box. That's how you know who's still up in it. Once again, if you're talking while I'm talking, that's a sign of disrespect. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. So you can listen twice as much as you speak. And everybody should know by now, talk is motherfucking cheap. And I'm going to be upfront and frank. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is for monetary gain. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I'm very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall.
The English language is filled with hidden spells. If you want to have an out-of-body experience, you simply just have to study the words. Entrance. People think I'm making this stuff up, right? I'm not making this stuff up. You just have to study these words. Entrance. What is an entrance? A doorway into something. A doorway, a portal into a higher dimension of consciousness. An entrance. In order to enter the doorway into a higher dimension of consciousness, you have to go in a trance. What is a trance? You know that moment just before you drift off to sleep? If you can dwell in that state, keeping the body completely still for a long period of time, and you can dwell in that state just in between a wakefulness and a sleep, and you can stay there, you will be in a trance-like state, and you will have a mystical experience or even an out-of-body experience. That's the entrance. In order to enter the doorway into an altered state of consciousness, you have to go in a trance. See, the English language is filled with hidden spells. You just have to look.
I keep on telling you, the English language is the baby. The English language is the baby. So you got to go back. Once again, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. If you not learning, you not earning. If you not learning, you not earning. Every day is a learning experience. Life is a never-ending journey. Onward and upwards. I'm just here with the love to present with the stewardship duties. You can't become no type of leader in success without doing your community service and your stewardship duties. Your charity. You have to give back willingly. Not doing it for the gram, not doing it for likes, not doing it for validation. Once again, that's how you lost. Once again, anything they give you for free, just know you're the product. You need to detach. Stop attaching to things and use the tools. Yearly, that's why you got 52 tools for the year of the 52 weeks. You understand me? Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Because I'm moving on up, like George and Weezy, to the east side. I finally got a piece of the pie. Pie. You got to understand these terms and stop being deceived or stop being a deceiver. Like the derivative of NASA, which is deceiver. Everything goes back to Latin once again, my friend. You can win.
You have to understand this one thing. There is an energy field all around you. Science tells you this. But what they don't tell you is that there is a field of mind surrounding you. The mind is not the brain. Brain is a physical manifestation of the mind. Surrounding you right now is a vast field of mind filled with infinite thoughts of the universe. We don't create thoughts, we receive them based on our mind set. Whatever we set our mind to. And the pineal gland is the radio receiver for this mental field and how we interact with the mental field. The way thoughts express themselves is like a tree pattern. If you set your mind to the thought of a triangle, that triangle is linked like a chain to another thought, to the number 3, for example. Then the number 3 will lead you to another thought, for example, thought, emotion, action. Then that will lead to another thought, which will lead to creation, how you create. So thoughts act like a chain effect. You think of one and it opens up a branch to all the related character of thoughts. Therefore, if you start to set your mind on negative things, you will lead yourself down a chain of thought to all the negative possible outcomes to the character of that thought. Before I present a lecture to my private community, Ethereal University, I will sit down in silence. I set my mind on the topic I'm going to talk about, so I penetrate that specific pocket of thought within the mental plane. Then I let my mind branch off into all the different things that I need to talk about, and it will give me ideas, different things of how to talk about it. To the person who...
I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall. Thank you for everybody of your time, of your dime that you presented. Do you dare to be enlightened? That's the premise. Once again, you can find me in the RSS feeds. If you don't know what that is, find out. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. Shout out to the artists that's in the Artist Fund. B-Net Radio, Black Net Radio. We have our ASCAP Play Music license. We are official like the whistle. Square business. Clocked in on the daily. Once again, allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We're always here to help. This live is brought to you by Alabama Cherokee Creek, Flower Puffs, High Grade, AAA Plus. Get acquainted with the spirit of the flowers today. For your free samples, contact Indian Spirits 251mcn@gmail.com. Indian Spirits 251mcn@gmail.com. Alabama Cherokee Creek, Flower Puffs, High Grade, AAA Plus. Get acquainted with the spirit of the flowers today. For the FREE. You heard it right here inside the Collective Minds Network. Broadcasting Northeast, West, and South. Locally, nationally, and worldwide. It is I, Nikolai Vicente Bayel Amama Jamal Monroe. If you don't know who you are, well, then you damn sure don't know where you going. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall. Abracadabra. Look in the mirror and face your own self. Face your own self.
We look good together, hand in hand, walking down the aisle. Every moment's special, girl. You make my heart smile. Life's been a treasure hunt, and I found my prize. With you by my side, girl, the world feels like paradise. Let's embrace this moment. Love is in the air. Can I kiss you goodnight? I promise to always care. Girl, you know I love you. You're my dream come true. In this journey together, it's only me and you. With every step we take, our love will shine bright. Dancing in the name of love, all through the night. You lift me up when I feel so down. You're my crown. Every day with you feels like a vacation in town. You're my motivation, pushing me to go hard. Together we're a power couple playing our cards.
You are now listening live to the sounds of B-Net Radio. Black Net Radio, powered by Nick G Music. I'm about to introduce you to my Latin artist. It's Nick G Music, Latin Division. Nick G Music, Latin Division. I'm going to introduce you to my two Latin artists, a female and male artist, which are couples. They under Nick G Music management. Nick G Music. The name of this song is Damelo by Expo Money, Mimi La Exotica. Search Expo Money, Mimi La Exotica. World premiere, world premiere, world premiere, world premiere. It's Nick G Music, Latin Division, and we live. Be Net Radio.
Muevo como Ducati, Mimi la exótica y Expo Money. We have to do it again. Cada conocerte pero baby dámelo. Esta noche está buena para estar tocándolo. Dándome like hoy, están mirándonos. Vamos a mi cuarto, papi dámelo. Cada conocerte pero baby dámelo. Esta noche está buena para estar tocándolo. Dándome like hoy, están mirándonos. Vamos a mi cuarto, papi dámelo. Mami yo te dejo bailar. Me gusta como tú lo mueves. Mamacita tú y yo nos vamos pa' Dubai. Este pasto que me pone bien high. Me gusta porque tiene esa cara bien sexy, sexy. Me gusta como lo mueve, baby. Esta noche yo te meto lately. Yo te robo, yo te llevo pa' PR. Que tú sabes que esto se enciende. Me gusta como lo mueve. Tiene ese culo de ti. Yo le tiro un flip. Quiero conocerte pero baby dámelo. Esta noche está buena para estar tocándolo. Dándome like hoy, están mirándonos. Vamos pa' mi cuarto, papi dámelo. Quiero conocerte pero baby dámelo. Esta noche está buena para estar tocándolo. Dándome like hoy, están mirándonos. Vamos pa' mi cuarto, papi dámelo. Soy la tejamita que muchos solicitan. De todas las que tuve, soy la más bonita. Da mucho a mi DM si por fin leí la cita. Lo beso en la boca, lo excita. Yo puedo controlarlo con la pura miradita. Dime mamacita, dime mamacita. Después de esta noche voy a ser tu favorita. Ser tu favorita. Yo te busco en la rata. Mamacita, yo a ti te robo como no te paro. Yeah. Cada conocerte pero baby dámelo. Esta noche está buena para estar tocando.
Nick G Music, Latin Division, Expo Money, Mimi La Exotica. We worldwide. Dámelo.
Están mirándonos. Vamos pa' mi cuarto, papi dámelo. Acábalo. Este morrito está down.
I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. Once again, I walked this way before I could talk this. You got to study. You have to practice to make perfect. You are worthy. You have the value. You are greatness, elevated greatness. You just have to believe in you. That's the only thing you can use that word for. Belief of you, believe in you. Because you know you. Anything outside of you is unknown. And to know anything outside of you, you have to study. That's how we know. I'm not saying I can't be told nothing, because I will listen. But don't forget you need to listen. If it don't resonate, it will not marinate. So guess what? If it don't apply, we let it fly. It's not my fault if you don't pass go and collect your $200. It's not my fault if you don't get the be on the right-hand side of God. Once again, the Antichrist they say is coming is already here. Look in the mirror. You will see it because you have fear. You looking outside of yourself. You are the Antichrist because you are against yourself. Stop letting these people fool you. Stop letting these people beat you out your money. Stop chasing the money. You become the money. And once again, to you all out there, I give the respect first so I can know how to respond. I'm not my body. I'm not my ego. I build my emotional intelligence. That's why I can see through the rhetoric because I have the spirit vision. Once again, I don't need to know you. You need to know me. Once again, I don't want to join your communities because your communities are full of emotion and past tense, stuck in the past. We honor the past. We give our homage, but we in the now, the moment. And you that's out there, you got to own it. I'm not going to let you hold me down. I know you see my light. That's why you want a bite of this apple. But you going to mess around and get your head twisted off like a snapple. Drink if you don't mess around and think. Use your head for anything other than a hat rack. I'm living in it now. I don't know about you. And I ain't trying to fill nobody else's shoes. This is the we, the I, the my of me. So allow me to help you to become acquainted with yourself. I am solution. We always here to help. This is episode 1, take 33 of I Am Country. But I damn sure ain't country slow. And it's a slippery slope when you're messing with that dope. You got to know where the brown envelopes go. Peace of love, and be safe out there on that road and stay dangerous. Nick G Music out now on all streaming platforms. Nick G Music out now on all streaming platforms. We worldwide.
I step into the light feeling alive. We got dreams to chase, gotta strive. Nothing in my way, I see it clear. Embracing who I am, I hold no fear. Living for the moment, I spread my wings. Every step I take, the freedom it brings. I got this, you got this, we got the drive. Living our best life, feeling so alive. These actions, they speak, yeah, you know it's true. Watch me show the world just what I can do. Helping hands together, we rise and shine. Taking it one day, every moment divine. We got our path, but I'm wishing you well. Stay true to your journey, let your story tell. Consistency's the key, we'll climb so high. Together we'll succeed, just reach for the sky. I got this, you got this, we got the drive. Living our best life, feeling so alive. These actions, they speak, yeah, you know it's true. Watch me show the world just what I can do. I see you on the other side, my friend. Living at the best life from never end.
I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative I very much have gratitude. I can, I will, I shall. I can, I will, I shall. I thank for everybody once again for giving me the time of your dime, which is your 10%, which is your conscience. I thank you. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. Shout out to the artists. Shout out to the artists. I got you logged in. I got you spent because you all know when we here on BNet Radio, when you get played, you get paid. We have our ASCAP Play Music license. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. Thankful everyone that shared the live. Thankful everyone that followed. I will return the favor, reciprocate. Once again, I travel from the west to the east. I am a free traveler. I'm the son of the Ma, the mother maker of matter, and I don't master my craft. For I am divine, elevated greatness. You must unlearn and relearn. You must bring forth the death to be reborn. That's why it's 3 up, 3 down for the 33. You understand me? Do you smell what I'm stepping in? Well, tell a friend, tell a friend. This is BNet Radio, Black Net Radio, powered by Nick G Music. Catch us on the RSS feed, the RSS feed, like Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Music, Nick G Music. We worldwide, broadcasting north, east, west, and south, locally, nationally, and worldwide. It is I, Nikolai Vincente Bayel, Ahmad Ma'at Jamal Aman-Ra.
Not everyone gets picked, or so it seems. Some ride the waves, others just float. Life's a game and we all play our notes. Know your role, keep it real. Walk your path, that's the deal. Play your part, know your way. Not every choice is meant to stay. Through the trials, we will stand tall. Together we rise, divided we fall. It's deeper than moments, it cuts to the soul. We're here to uncover, not just play a role. Facing facts is no joke. Life's the puzzle, makes a girl low. Time to stop, reflect, and see. The journey's yours, but it's bigger than me. Play your part, know your way. Not every choice is meant to stay. Through the trials, we will stand tall. Together we rise, divided we fall. Play your part, let it shine, and just forget you're divine. In a world where we all chase dreams lie, everyone gets picked, or so it seems. Some ride the waves, others just float. Life's a game and we all play our notes. Know your role, keep it real. Walk your path, that's the deal. Play your part, know your way. Not every choice is meant to stay. Through the trials, we will stand.
Do you dare to be enlightened? Do you dare to be enlightened? You must walk the narrow road, because the road that's wide is full of destruction. You must walk the narrow road between the pillars to enter the temple of Solomon and climb the ladder of Jacob into the east side, to the best side, so you can reside on the right hand side of God. For he or she that walks with 2 eyes, for surely shall burn in the depths of fire. but for he or she that walk with the single lie. For thine body shall be filled with lies. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. I very much have gratitude. It's Nick G Music, B-Net Radio. You inside the Collective Minds Network.